disjointed training. Some of the guys were doing regen, and some guys trained. So, it's not that like the whole group's together. Yeah.
What's the timeline for Clinton, Chad to get back in sort of the fold?
They should be back on Thursday, but they'll probably miss Thursday's training with the All-Star game being on Wednesday night. So they'll miss Thursday and they'll be in training on Friday, and then we'll see.
Do you expect them to be available?
We'll see.
And I guess Oba and Stefan?
Stefan did more today training, got through training, went with us on the weekend to Montreal so we could keep him in training. Oba feels a lot better, was able to do a lot more with his right foot, so we'll see how he progresses into tomorrow.
Do you handle regeneration differently when it's either the day after a game or the day after they've been sitting in coach for 6 hours?
Yeah, it's always different a little bit what we do, so today decision was, some days we just put some guys on the bike or we keep them inside. Some days we throw weights in with it. Today was just a day of let's just have a good jog and, and just do a little of activity, juggling as a lot of them were doing or something like that, and leave it at that. Because it was a long flight yesterday. Yeah.
For some of you I had to talk to, but looking back at Montreal and back at the last few games here, how frustrating has it been to be so close to getting a point? And
it's frustrating because when you add up all 3 games together, we're probably 12 minutes away from having 3 ties. And although 3 ties are not brilliant, it's 3 ties are a lot better than 3 losses. And it's just something, managing the game through to the end, but it's also a lot of pressure on the defense when we don't score on the other end of the field. We've had 2 offensive games that were better than the 2 home games, if you include D.C., so D.C. and Colorado were better games in terms of getting forward and doing some stuff, but the 2 road games, Chicago and Montreal, for sure, getting a tie would have been a little bit fortunate based upon the amount of possession and the amount of pressure we put on the opponent.
A lot of guys coming back and then the brand new month coming up here at the end of the week. Are you guys looking at it as a clean break with just kind of flush what just happened and start fresh here?
We can't wait for the calendar to turn to August. So July was not a good month for us, and got to move on to August.